College basketball on CBS Sports Network from the world's most famous beach. It's the 2023 Sunshine Slam, presented by Discount Tire. We're live at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, fired up for the nightcap. The Colorado Buffaloes, ranked 18th in the country, set to take on the Richmond Spiders. And a look at the brackets. The winner of this one will take on Florida State tomorrow in the championship game. That comes our way at 4 Eastern Time. And welcome aboard alongside former UCF guard Mike O'Donnell. I'm Tom James. And Mike, I think we both agree, while this Buffaloes team is impressive now, come March, they could be extremely dangerous.
This has a chance to be Tad Boyle's best offensive team ever at Buffalo. And the reason why is because they're three-point shooting. Number one in the country in three-point shooting, and oh, by the way, 5th in the nation in assists. This team can go.
They have so much talent on this Colorado team. But how about KJ Simpson? 19 points a game, and oh, by the way, he plays great defense too.
KJ Simpson has turned himself into a legitimate pro prospect on both ends of the floor. But more impressively, it's his pace and understanding of when and how to pass. Last season, he had a 1.5 assist-to-turnover ratio. This season, he is at 8.5 through 3 games. 15th best in the nation. 17 assists, only 2 turnovers. Don't forget about the fact that he shoots 50% from 3 right now. The kid can light it up.
He can. And what makes the Spiders go? Well, it's Jordan King, the leader on offense, and he is one heck of a shooter.
East Tennessee State transfer, and if KJ Simpson shoots it well, Jordan King shoots it even better from 3. Shooting 52% from the three-point line. He made 153s last season at East Tennessee State. Coach Mooney says he has an elite feel for the game and how to run our offense.
It's going to be a good one. The Buffaloes and the Spiders inside the Ocean Center. The tip on CBS Sports Network is straight ahead.
It's never too soon for college hoops. Don't miss the Hall of Fame Classic on CBS Sports Network.
If you served, we want you to get the health care and benefits you earned. We want you to come to VA.
There's never been a better time to apply. Under a new law called the PACT Act, we've expanded VA care and benefits to millions of people who served and their survivors.
No matter where you served or how long you served, check out va.gov/PACT to learn more about what VA can do for you and your family.
Come to VA.
Old Trapper Beefs, camping catastrophes.
So the kids want to go camping again.
Well, yeah, let's go camping.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Inside the venerable Ocean Center, it's the second semifinal of the night at the Sunshine Slam, presented by Discount Tire. Gonna be fun. The 18th ranked Buffaloes against the Richmond Spiders. And Mike O'Donnell, 2 terrific starting lineups. We talked about KJ Simpson, but the talent up and down this list here for Colorado. Tristan Da Silva really, in many ways, could be the best player on the team.
Yeah, Tristan Da Silva is a pro prospect. He's listed as a potential first-round pick on multiple NBA big board for the 2024-25 draft, as well as he's one of the best catch-and-shoot shooters in the country.
And for Richmond, Jordan King and Hunt, Bigelow, Noyes, and of course, Tad Boyle, the head coach in his 14th season at the helm for Colorado. We had a great discussion with him yesterday. Just the kind of guy that players love to play for. We are underway in what should be an extremely entertaining matchup. Third meeting ever between Colorado and Richmond is Simpson, right on cue. Takes it off the glass to get the Buffs on the board.
That's a quick little hezzy cross, and you see his skill set right away. You have to worry about his three. You have to worry about his mid-range. He can get to the rim. He's an extremely strong point guard.
Chris Mooney, 327 wins at Richmond. Winningest coach in school history. 3 NCAA tournament trips. 2 A-10 championships. Sweet 16 in 2010. And the list goes on. He is a terrific coach for a long time. The Spiders program.
Perimeter by Colorado.
Neil Quinn just beating the shot clock, and it grazed the rim. The 7-footer Quinn harassed in there by Lampkin.
Lampkin Jr. put on a clinic for centers and how to move their feet on the perimeter.
Hadley no good. Bigelow skies for the rebound. Here is King. King, a terrific shooter. 6 steals leads the team as well. He does it on both ends. And Bigelow lost the handle and a foul call. Minute and a half into the game.
Defensively, Colorado knows what's coming. It's Princeton offense. That's what Richmond runs. It's backdoors and dribble handoffs, and there'll be flare screens, and it's constant fluidity that they're going to have to guard.
King.
They're going to have to guard that guy, too.
Yeah, he is tough from out there, and he misses that one. And it's Tristan Da Silva, the senior from Munich, Germany. Got his defender in the air. Boy, that is high-level stuff from Da Silva.
That's 6'9" doing that.
Yeah.
That's not a 6'4" shooting guard. That is 6'9", turning down a contested three for just a smooth mid-range.
Tristan Da Silva, a Wooden Award watch list player among about 50 on that list right now. Kicking it outside. Bigelow for 3. Still nothing can go down for the Spiders. Simpson off the glass. Lampkin, the big body in there with the rebound. Well defended by Quinn. And a fight for it on the deck. Quinn comes up with it for Richmond.
That was awesome hustle from Bigelow. First to the floor.
Inside, outside. Bigelow. Delani Hunt. Still nothing from the field for the Spiders.
That was good offense, though. Extra passing. The ball got into the paint once. Coach Mooney will live with that.
Hadley down low. Lampkin is wide open from 16 feet, and he knew he missed it right away. And Lampkin needs to realize he has a shoe that needs to be tied, and he's going to take care of that right now.
This is such a unique lineup for Colorado. We talked about KJ Simpson, an elite point guard. You have an elite shooter on the wing with Da Silva. You have Lampkin in the middle, who's an elite role player in the post. Excellent defender, fantastic passer. Just so many weapons on this team.
Da Silva, nifty moves. Are you kidding me?
Come on.
This guy putting on a clinic here in just the opening few minutes of this game.
Never sped up. Understands how to use his pivot foot in all different kinds of ways.
Ball goes out of bounds. Tristan Da Silva looked at the NBA draft before deciding to return to the Buffs.
Take this into the loop. Watch the patience. You see the eyes open. Ball fake, keeps his pivot foot, step through. That's called a ball fake step through when he spins. Hard to do to keep your balance. You have to work on that over and over and over during the summer. That does not come natural.
He is terrific. Wonder why this Colorado team is 3-0, coming off a 27-point thrashing of Milwaukee last week. They went over 100 points in that game. Loose ball. Somebody's going to come up with it eventually, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to Richmond.
One thing you have to understand about any Richmond team that you play, they are going to be scrappy, they are going to play hard, and it's going to be an aggressive, gritty game no matter what.
Chris Mooney recruits nothing but high character guys, always fit into this system. And this system is tough to play against if you're not used to it. The athleticism of Colorado is going to be a big help for the Buffs tonight. I know that. Neil Quinn. And now King with 2 to shoot. Got to put it up. High in the air, and King drops home the first points of the night for the Spiders.
He did that all the time at East Tennessee State last season. Averaged 15 a game at East Tennessee State. I mean, this kid can really score the basketball.
Lampkin thinking about it at the elbow. Puts it up. No good.
Daring Lampkin Jr. to shoot that mid-range.
Left it open for him twice now, and he's 0 for 2 from that spot. And there's the backdoor cut. Hunt goes down hard with the foul. That's really the first sign that we've seen of that Princeton offense from Richmond. It's the Buffs with an early 4-point lead.
We buy and book online at discounttire.com, so we have more time to try a new gift exchange this holiday.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart.
My turn.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Like this?
Ooh, let's see what's in this one. Wow. I wonder who this one is from.
Kyle, this has to be over the spending limit.
You'd be surprised how low our prices are. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Let's get you taken care of.
You're looking at a work of art. No, it's not the Mona Lisa. But this beautiful can costs a lot less and looks magnificent in your bathroom. And Mona Lisa can't give you a smooth, close shave. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
When we started our business, we were paying like an arm and a leg for the postage. I remember setting up ShipStation. I think it was just like 1 or 2 clicks. Everything was up and running. I was printing out labels and saving money.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, like, we're cut in half, just like that.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
The Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger is back for good. If you're wondering why, let us clarify. Garlic butter, cheese, garlic butter, bacon, garlic butter. Need we say more? Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Discount Tire. Save time when you buy and book online. DiscountTire.com. And by Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
And Jelani Hunt going to the free throw line for Richmond as they trail 6-2 here in the early going. Some young Spiders fans here to cheer on their teams. Hunt makes the first. Richmond 2-1 coming into this game. They lost to Boston College last week, 68-61. They had a 15-point lead in that game and let it slip away. They went cold late in the first half, and the Eagles would never be headed.
Boston College had 14 offensive rebounds, and that was really the story of how Boston College was able to come back and get extra possessions in that game.
Here's Simpson Jr. off the mark. 3 of 9 shooting so far for Colorado. They've been shooting the basketball so well so far in their 3 games this season. They've shot over 50% from the floor in all 3 games coming into tonight. How about that backdoor? And the 7-footer Quinn is waiting on it.
How often do you see 7-footers executing a backdoor cut to perfection? And Quinn, excellent passer as well. I'm sure we'll see some dimes from Quinn tonight.
And we're tied at 6. De Silva called for the traveling violation. The back cut.
7-footer Neil Quinn. Short step, long step. Big time pass and finish. Watch a quick short step, long step. Extends that left arm out, give a better passing lane.
Dime from Jai Bailey.
This Richmond offense only works if you have a good passing center, which Richmond always has. P.J. Klein, Grant Golden have to be great passing centers to execute Princeton offense.
6-0 run for Richmond, making an 8-0 run as Hunt goes to the 10.
Wagner transfer, making his presence known here early.
And Richmond right back in this thing, and they take the lead. Hammond to De Silva, off the mark. King, the Spiders get down into the front court quickly. Ball is loose, everybody hitting the deck. Plenty of time on the shot clock. De Silva had a hand in the passing lane and it goes out of bounds. And Richmond, 8 unanswered points. They were sub 500 a year ago and picked to finish 11th in the A10 preseason poll.
A lot of new faces, lost 4 super seniors, including Tyler Burton, who averaged over 19 points a game.
Yeah, 8 newcomers on this team, and that is the most that Coach Mooney has ever had in his long tenure, nearly 2 decades at Richmond.
Watching film on the Spiders, I actually expect Richmond to outperform preseason expectations, and even talking to Coach Mooney in practice, he seems really excited about this group. He likes how connected they are. Even though there's a lot of new faces, everybody's gelled really well.
That one poked away. Shot no good, and De Silva high in the air to haul that one in. Underneath, Eddie Lampkin, 6'11", wide body. Getting in there with the right hand, moving people out of the way for the bucket.
Smart play by Lampkin Jr. actually pushed Luke O'Brien away from ball side so he can get an ISO on the post.
Lampkin, a lot of energy, very contagious. Chad Boyle shared with us. TCU transfer. That's a lot of great size underneath for the Buffs. 5 to shoot. Hunt puts it up off the glass, no good. And another rebound for De Silva. 4th rebound already. Into Lampkin, and a foul before the shot. And that's going to be on Mike Walls.
And Walls is coming out here because he hasn't been able to slow down Lampkin in the post. Lampkin actually pushed off O'Brien to get an ISO. This is good patience by Lampkin Jr. Having understanding of spatial awareness. So physical and strong.
Do you want to be the guy guarding Eddie Lampkin Jr.? Because it's not me.
You think I'm going anywhere near that? No way. I'm taking a charge and hoping for a flop doesn't get called.
Absolutely. Here he is again. Trying to get position. It's poked away. Great defense by Bigelow. And he gets fouled by Smith. We are tied at 8 apiece. The Buffs scored the first 6. The Spiders have stormed back.
A game of honor. The Army-Navy game presented by USAA. Saturday, December 9th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Build the pool yourself. What could go wrong?
Some things are better left to a professional.
It dried so fast.
like when it comes to finding financial advisors. So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match Quiz now at smartasset.com.
Terrific! Does RexMD really work? Over 85% of patients said, not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. Get your starter pack at rexmd.com and see your results the first night.
Uncommon Goods takes your thoughtful thoughts and turns them into brilliant gift ideas. A magic light, an entire light show, a fireside chat, a walk on the wild side. Anyway, you get the idea. The brilliant one. Shop brilliantly at uncommongoods.com.
I'm a U.S. Marshal. I ain't here for a cup of tea.
Bass is dedicated to justice.
Each day's a lesson, and each one of them is hard.
You don't scare me!
You ready to ride?
Lawman, Bass Reeves. New series now streaming exclusively on Paramount+.
Welcome back to the Sunshine Slam, tied at 8 between Colorado and Richmond. And tonight at 10:30 Eastern Time, don't miss Bradley and Tulane facing off in the SoCal Challenge. And then at 1 a.m., Cal clashes with UTEP. You can catch it all right here on CBS Sports Network. Richmond with victories already this season over VMI and Siena to open the year. For that loss to Boston College several nights ago. Bigelow at the line to try to give the Spiders the lead. Chris Mooney, another in a long line of great coaches at the University of Richmond, following in the tradition of Dick Tarrant and John Beeline. So many greats that have come before that great mid-major basketball program. Both free throws, no good. Still a tie game. Hammond. Gotta like the defensive pressure so far in this game by the Spiders.
I think it's been stout for Richmond. They are locked in.
Smith for 3, and finally one from deep for the Buffaloes.
Of course, you give Richmond a little credit defensively, and then they give them a driving kick for 3. But that is Colorado's offense, driving and kicking for 3. So many shooters.
All the way with it is Jordan King. And knocked away in there. Three-pointer.
Prototypical Colorado offense, drive and kick for an open 3. Smith sliding into open space. This is Jordan King. Same foot, same hand finish. That's a skill that has to be worked on. That wasn't the case 15 years ago. You were pulled out of the game if you went same foot, same finish. But that's part of the new brand of basketball now.
Simpson Jr. along the baseline. Well defended by Mikkel Time. And the ball is loose. Gwynn comes up with it.
It's the 3rd turnover from Simpson Jr. on the season.
Outside the Time. Off the back iron. Simpson trying to find a lane and does, and lays it in.
Simpson did everything on that play. Inside out crossover, shook his guy, drew an extra defender, spun.
Tough. Shoots at 65% from the field this year. Bigelow rains one from long range.
He's a much improved three-point shooter. Only shot 26% last season. He's shooting over 40% from 3 this season.
It was a Wofford transfer. He led the team in points off the bench last year. He was a 6th man. And taken by King. Taken right back by Colorado. Great play by Luke O'Brien. Simpson, and he hits a three. Colorado missed its first 7 threes of the season in its opening game against Towson, and they have been scorching ever since, nearly 60% from behind the arc.
Besides KJ Simpson's passing ability and decision-making, the next best improved thing about his game has been three-point shooting. He only shot 28% from three last season. He's shooting over 50% from three to start this season. Watch this, inside-out cross. Oh, got him. Patiently spin, get into the post, embrace contact, tough finish, and then the three on the other end. He's got great energy transfer on his shot. Smooth backspin fall through.
Leads the team in scoring, assists, and steals. And his goal, though, is the extra focus on defense this year. King knocks down the shot from the elbow. Simpson says he wants to be first-team All-Pac-12 defense. That's his goal for the season.
It's a pretty special player with all that offensive talent talking about defense. And not to be outdone, Jordan King, 6 points already in this game, and number 2 for Richmond. Jordan King just plays like an Atlantic 10 guard. He plays like one of those top guards in the Atlantic 10. And what I mean by that is any A10 guard that is really good, you've got to have great confidence, but great pace because of the way the A10 plays. He's got both.
Colorado saw Jope in there for the first time, and that one sails out of bounds and will belong to Richmond. It's a 1-point game.
Colorado keeps trying to run that zoom action on the right side, and so far Richmond has defended it very well.
King, terrific ball handling. And off the mark from behind the arc. Silva back up top. Hammond the third. Hadley going for the rebound and a foul on the floor against the Spiders. And that'll be against Isaiah Bigelow. Buffs by 1 with 8 minutes left.
You learn pretty fast that there are no shortcuts in racing or in life. One of my first attempts to deal with my own hair loss was a literal shortcut. Thankfully, my wife found Hair Club. I was shocked the Hair Club had virtually every solution possible. If I had known about Hair Club sooner, I never would have tried any of those overhyped advertised solutions. You can get your own free personalized consultation with a hair loss expert and be on your way to the finish line in no time.
Scan the code on your screen now to schedule a free consultation and save 20% on select solutions using promo code Frankie.
There was a family that played together and laughed together. But as they grew older, opinions widened, conversations became heated, and reunions became uncomfortable.
They thought they were meant for each other.
Eventually, gatherings stopped because each had to be right.
We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Oh no.
These Buffalo fans are buying in, Mike O'Donnell. A lot of them around this arena. They have traveled cross country to see the 18th ranked Colorado Buffaloes. They lead 16-15 in this semifinal. Tomorrow at 4 Eastern, we return for the Sunshine Slam presented by Discount Tire Finale. As the winner of this game will take on Florida State in the championship, and it all tips off right here on CBS Sports Network. Mike, no matter who comes out of this game, I think it's going to be a heck of a battle against the Seminoles.
But when we were watching that Florida State UNLV game, it kind of felt like Florida State was getting back to its roots a little bit defensively, the full court pressure, shrinking the floor, making it really hard for UNLV to get easy buckets.
So Bigelow picking up another foul. That's 2 in about a 10-second span for him. He had one on the other side of the break. So he's going to go out. Bring in the 7-footer Quinn. Quinn, incidentally, a transfer from Lafayette. 1,000-point score.
You could see the chess match, substitution back and forth, between Colorado and Richmond. Anytime Neil Quinn's on the floor, Eddie Lampkin Jr. is going to be on the floor. He checked right back in as soon as he saw Quinn went in.
7-foot Neil Quinn, 6'11" Eddie Lampkin Jr. And the officials are going to go to the table.
Coach Tad Boyle was checking on to say how many team fouls that they were supposed to have. Wanted to make sure that number was right.
It'll be Hammond to inbound.
Screen the screener for De Silva. Defended well by Richmond.
And here is Cody Williams, number 10, the fabulous freshman for Colorado. Hammond short with the right hand. He goes down and draws the foul. And that one's going to be against Aiden Noyes. 5 team fouls so far against Richmond.
Julian Hammond was just so steady last season. Take a look at the explosive offense for Colorado this season. Top 20 in points, top 10 in field goal percentage, first in the nation in 3-point field goal percentage, second in assists per game, averaging almost 25 assists. You don't even do that playing video games.
They are.
I know you're a big gamer, Tom.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this game, and they typify unselfish basketball, and Tad Boyle wants that. He gets it. A lot of individually talented guys, but they play team ball. 6 in the shot clock. And the takeaway by Williams. Williams all the way for his first bucket of the night. The McDonald's All-American 5-star recruit right there, Cody Williams.
Now you're looking at the next great NBA player to come from Colorado, Cody Williams.
Oh, and he cut off King in his drive, and that one off the side of the backboard. Well defended all over the court by the Buffaloes. Five-point Colorado lead. In it goes to Lampkin, make it a 7-point lead. Lampkin with 4. And the Buffalo fans letting them know. I haven't seen one of the patented backdoor cuts in a while, though. Hadley, check that, Jai Bailey to the bucket. And De Silva doesn't go. Everybody fighting for a 50-50 ball. Hunt to King, hanging in the air, and a foul going to be called against Colorado. Tad Boyle out of his chair, can't believe it. We'll take another look at this one.
That's really good defense up until the very end. Live, what the referee saw is both of his arms break the plane of verticality. Because live, I agree with Coach Tad Boyle. Looked like jump straight up, straight down. You can absolutely do that as a legal guarding defender, but those arms came down a little bit at the end. That's what the referee saw live.
He is letting the official hear about it still over there. As King shoots the free throws. Already active with 6 points and 4 rebounds for the 6-footer graduate. Jordan King, this is his 3rd stop. Siena, East Tennessee State. 3-point game. Full court pressure. Colorado breaks it with ease. Simpson leaving it. Lampkin lost the handle, but gets fouled.
I just love that from KJ Simpson. He goes fast to slow, slow to fast. You call that rabbit speed. It's actually easier to guard a player that's faster than you if that player only moves at that one fast speed the whole time, because then you don't have to guess. You don't have to change your speed. But when you guard KJ Simpson, you go from 80 miles an hour to 40 to 50 back and forth, and it's exhausting because you're just constantly guessing and reacting.
Just a terrific job.
Can't be proactive.
Yeah, to change pace like that.
Good players beat you with shooting. Great players beat you with pace.
Lampkin misses both. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Colorado by 3. Roach for 3, and it's short, and it's going to go out of bounds. It belonged to Colorado. Talking about the new faces for Richmond this year. Only the second time that Mooney has had returned 2 or fewer starters ever at his time here with the Spiders. He added a pair of all-conference selections. Of course, Jordan King, East Tennessee State, and Delani Hunt coming over from Wagner. And you can have seen both of those guys are big impact players so far in this game.
I think they're playing really well with Neil Quinn, the great 7-foot passing center.
Silva draws the contact.
That's a really good example of it may look like a normal basketball play, but it's one of the reasons why Tristan Silva was first team All Pac-12 last season, why NBA scouts love his game, is that he's not going to force bad shots. That was a play that he needed to turn down a 3, catch rip, get to the rim, and get fouled. And if you can make the simple play consistently and execute the simple decisions consistently, you're going to get paid a lot of money, Tom.
He's very much a leader out there, this senior Tristan De Silva. All Pac-12 first teamer.
Which really helped him too is he doesn't really have to man the paint as much this season as he did last season with the addition of Eddie Lampkin Jr.
Just under 5 minutes in the first half. 4-point game. Roach way off the mark on that 3 at Walls. Keeps the possession alive. Here's Tyne. Does not want to challenge Lampkin. King, 2 to shoot. Got to put it up. Tyne, and does not get it off in time.
That's excellent defense for Colorado. Probably the best half-court possession we've seen in the game so far from the Buffaloes. So Jordan King has to know that. He has to be aware of shot clock. Too much time, yet an opportunity to go. You need to use this screen enough, turn the corner, but wasn't aware.
Had a lot of big bodies defending. Did the Buffaloes out there on the perimeter. Made it awfully tough for Richmond that time. Simpson loses the handle. Here comes Harris. Yes! And it's going the other way. Chris Mooney wants him to look at it. Let's see it again.
The majority of block charges, and that's foot on the line in the restricted circle. Should have been a block.
But instead, it's an offensive foul against Richmond. So you think Colorado maybe have gotten away with one just based on his placement right there. Lampkin, no good. King taking it in and drawing the foul. 7 team fouls against Colorado, and that'll take us to the under 4 timeout. The Buffaloes clinging to a 4-point lead.
With Treadwell, you get the same expert advice you'd get inside a Discount Tire store. You tell it about your vehicle, driving habits, and location, and it matches you with the perfect tires in under 1 minute. Now, if I could only get an expert to help me with these lights.
Looking good, girl.
You mind your business, Rick. You believe this guy?
Get your best match in 1 minute or less with Treadwell.
Let's get you taken care of.
When you buy 10 tickets on Vivid Seats, you get the 11th ticket free. I wonder what my 11th will be.
Hey, you're trash!
Living rent-free in a hockey player's head?
Or maybe just make some noise!
What's your 11th?
My name is Ashley Cortez, and I'm the founder of the Stay Beautiful Foundation. When I started in 2016, I would go to the post office and literally fill out each person's name on a label. And now at ShipStation, we are shipping 500 beauty boxes a month. It takes less than 5 minutes for me to get all of my labels and get beauty in the hands of women who are battling cancer so much quicker.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
iPhone 15 Pro, your husband deserves it.
Carolers, to tell me you want a new iPhone? A better plan is Verizon.
Black Friday starts now. Turn any iPhone in any condition into a new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us. Only on Verizon.
The Scudetto, where the soul of Italy meets the pinnacle of calcio. Catch Serie A on CBS Sports Network and streaming live on Paramount Plus.
Richmond fans urging on their Spiders. They trail the 18th ranked team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, 23-19 in our second semifinal of the Sunshine Slam here in Daytona Beach. The winner of this is going to get the Seminoles from Florida State tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. And there he is, Jordan King, stepping to the free throw line. He's been great so far, 8 points, 4 rebounds.
In talking with Coach Mooney yesterday at practice, I asked him, I said, what's the difficult thing about in the era of the transfer portal, especially finding a point guard in the portal that can run this offense and understand it quickly? It takes years to really master the Princeton offense. And he says, well, it's just all about the kid. And I knew after the first phone call I had with Jordan King that he was our guy. He felt like a Richmond kid the first time I spoke to him on the phone. Humble and hungry, and those are the type of point guards I like to have.
And the results speak for themselves here so far. 18 points a game. Team high 9 threes coming into this one. 6 steals. He does a little bit of everything, but he is the quarterback. Cody Williams, baseline jumper, knocked out of bounds, saved in fact by Da Silva, but into the hands of the Spiders. Richmond with a chance to tie this game. Here's Neil Quinn, backing down Lampkin, looking for space, back outside to Harris, no good. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half in a tight one. Tristan Da Silva off the mark. So much respect for the Spiders defense so far in this game. Coming up, AT&T at the half. Guys in the studio will break it down. Brent Stover, Roy Hibbert, Steve Lapis, Gary Parrish bringing us up to date on a busy Monday in the world of college basketball. And it goes to Da Silva. Lampkin, 12 to shoot. Cody Williams. De Silva off the mark. Lampkin with a weak side rebound and a fresh shot clock. Down again, Lampkin, and this time he cashes in over the 7-footer.
Clear point of emphasis for Colorado's offense is when Lampkin's in the game, can you run offense through him? And he did a nice job of reestablishing post position after the initial kickout. Tough.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the opening half. Spiders giving Colorado everything it can handle so far. Jordan King finding the right spot and dropping it home from the elbow. King makes it a 2-point game again. And taken away by King. He's everywhere. I think Coach Mooney's intuition on that initial phone call with Jordan King was 100% on the mark.
He's usually right.
He is right. And King has it knocked out of his hands. Hammond.
Nice pass.
Leaving it Hadley. Good defense by Richmond. Coming up on 1 minute to play in the first half. Quinn. Short with the right hand. It came right back to him. Reset the shot clock. There's a backdoor cut. Kind of led Harris just a little bit too much. And that one goes out of bounds.
I want to say great pass from Quinn because it's really hard to thread that needle. I know exactly where he was going, but that was just a little bit too forced.
And a timeout taken by Coach Boyle. Stay with us. 41.6 left in the first half. Back for the final 41.6 of the first half. And Colorado with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Cody Williams, 2 points so far with this talented McDonald's All-American. Hammond looks for the shot and gets fouled out there, and he will shoot 3 free throws. King is the guilty party.
Coach Mooney is upset because he felt Hammond kicked his leg out. You kick your leg out when you take a 3-point shot. It counts as an offensive foul. Let's see if he does it.
Slightly. Is it enough? That's gray area. Hammond makes the first free throw.
It's got to be egregious for me. I usually like to err on the side of the shooter, especially when you have a guy closing out. That to me just wasn't egregious enough to call that. I saw what Coach Mooney saw. I understand it.
Hammond's made the first 2, and he makes all 3. And Colorado with a 5-point lead as Richmond going to take that clock down. Like they're going to hold for the final shot. Jordan King against Williams, 10 seconds. Shot clock is off. King over to Roach. Here's Quinn, the 7-footer. 2 seconds left. Quinn taking it in with the right hand, and he gets it to go, and it will count. Neil Quinn, the senior from Allendale, New Jersey, beats the buzzer for the Spiders. One more look, Mike O'Donnell.
That was a physical first half of basketball. That last possession really kind of epitomized what this game has been like. taking it down to the shot clock, backing your defender in, and just willing a ball to go in because offense wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be in the first half.
Colorado and Richmond locked in a good one. The 18th ranked Buffaloes leading the Spiders at halftime 28-25. We'll take you to break, and on the other side, join the crew in New York for AT&T at the half. We're live at the Sunshine Slam.
On a heartbreaking Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
So this is goodbye?
Tech's moving to a new conference.
So we're not rivals anymore? What about our history?
This realignment's bigger than us both, but here, I got you something to remember me by.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Zero. Like the odds of you making the playoff. Gotta go.
I'll always hate you and your overrated school.
I'll hate yours too.
We're still gonna out-recruit you.
We have higher academic standards.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
The Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger is back for good. If you're wondering why, let us clarify. Garlic butter, cheese, garlic butter, bacon, garlic butter. Need we say more? Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger.
All right, Sheila, are you throwing a dress like a dad party, a birthday brunch, or a vow renewal for your dogs?
Yes.
Whoa! The right drinks delivered for any party. Drizzly. What's it gonna be?
Looking for gifts that'll send them over the moon? Uncommon Goods scours the universe to find gifts you didn't know existed. Gifts that brighten things up. Warm hearts and hands. And let imaginations take flight. Gifts that always surprise and delight. This year, shop uncommongoods.com for memorable gifts that are truly out of this world.
Some things are better left to a professional.
In hindsight, probably shouldn't have tried to remove my own appendix.
Like when it comes to finding financial advisors.
What was I thinking?
So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match Quiz now at smartasset.com.
I was this close. This close.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business, he relied on freshness, quality, variety, and service. We still deliver the freshest nuts, dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families all around the country. Nuts.com. Enjoy free shipping on your first order.
Does RexMD really work? Over 85% of patients said, not only does it work, they saw results the very first night. Get your starter pack at RexMD.com and see your results the first night.
This is AT&T at the half. Connecting changes everything.
Welcome into AT&T at the half, Colorado and Richmond. Brent Stover in New York, joined by Steve Lapis, Roy Hibbert, Gary Parrish as well. A ton of great action around the country to start this holiday week, including a top 15 showdown. Number 2 Purdue and 11th ranked Gonzaga in the Maui Invitational in Honolulu.
This was a good one. Nice way to get the Maui Invitational underway this afternoon. Lance Jones knocks that one down. We're tied 39-39, and then it's Camden Heide. Big time dunk, 48-43. Purdue starting to pull away. Miles Colvin in the corner. Purdue was only 4-17 from 3, but they made enough of them to get by. There's your National Player of the Year, Zach Edey. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks for him. Purdue wins it 73-63.
It's incredible. His numbers this year taking over right where he left off. Lance Jones in double figures, Braden Smith as well as they get that 10-point victory. The Boilers start 4-0. Next stop was the opening game in Honolulu. 7th-ranked Tennessee taking on Syracuse. Sakai Ziegler misses. Jemai Meshack, the putback. Tennessee up by 6 late in the game.
Vescovy dishes to James for the 3. Tennessee leads 57-48 right there. That looked real good. Ziegler lofts it up, drives, lofts it up for a nice little dunk. Ooh, that puts Tennessee up 61-52 right there. And Vescovy draws 2 defenders, slips, and then passes it for the jam. Tennessee wins it 73-56.
Good win and a double-double there for Jonas Aidoo, who had 14 and 11 rebounds. Josiah Jordan James in double figures. Dalton Connect, almost 20 a game to start the season. He gets 17 in this 17 10-point victory. All right, last final stop for Indiana and Louisville down at Madison Square Garden.
And Sky Clark finds J.J. Traynor underneath for the dunk. The Cardinals with a late lead, up 3. After a couple of free throws by the Hoosiers, Clark drives and turns it over. Xavier Johnson takes it the other way for the easy lane. Indiana now leads by 1. And then Kellel Ware dishes to Malik Renaud in the paint. He slips to the net for the bucket. Indiana wins 74-66.
So Louisville came within a whisker of knocking off Texas on Sunday, but got beat at the buzzer, and they played tough in this one, but they fall by 8. And year 2 for Kenny Payne. Whew. Tough start again. Xavier Johnson had 14, Ware and Renew in double figures as well. When AT&T at the half returns, we're discussing more action on the schedule tonight, including the top-ranked Jayhawks who face Chaminade in Honolulu. Stick around.
So beautiful.
Morning, Rob. Looking great.
Does that say USAA?
Yeah, USAA. Amazing home, auto, and life insurance. Plus banking and credit cards.
I'm in because of my dad. You think that'll finally get you in?
Probably not, but it looks great.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
Perfection.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, we're cut in half, just like that.
Go to ShipStation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
We need a small business loan fast.
I got this.
Loan cannon!
There's a better way to get a fast small business loan. Go to OnDeck.com, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Whoa, the new iPhone 15. With that amazing camera, I wish my family had them.
Zoe, you're an action star. Take action. Join T-Mobile and get 4 new iPhone 15s on them and 4 lines for $25 a line.
With that camera, I'll be sharing pics from the slopes.
You do not want to see yourself skiing.
Yeah, I'm good at skiing. Your stunt woman is.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get 4 new iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
What do you think of the jacket? You look like a marshmallow.
You want to be like me? Well, you can't, because there's only one brand. But you can recover like me, always, every day. They can help you recover from exercise to keep you prime. You want to stay prime, right?
Hey, deal lovers, here's something new.
Having good taste shouldn't cost you a good deal. And in this hut, $7 gets you both.
The all-new $7 Deal Lovers menu at Pizza Hut.
Because it's only a deal if you love it.
I'm coming in hot.
Welcome back to AT&T at the half. Top team in the land, Kansas, facing Chaminade coming up later tonight in the Maui Invitational. A tournament, by the way, that man, once upon a time, as the head coach of Villanova, won in 1995. Steve Lapis beat North Carolina. Actually beat the Tar Heels, a really talented team, twice that year.
Oh, I used to wipe them off the court last year.
Yes. I digress. What do you think of this year's version of the Jayhawks?
I'll tell you, Bill Self, he won the lottery when he got Hunter Dickinson through the portal. You got a 7'2" guy, he averages 12 rebounds a game. He's 5 for 6 from the three-point line. He's a tremendous passer. You team him up with KJ Adams, and Bill Self has long been known as one of the best high-low coaches in the country. With those two guys, they're going to be high-lowing. And then you got DeJuan Harris and Kevin McCullough. McCullough, one of the best defensive players in the country. And all these guys, what do they have in common? They're old. They're all old, and that makes a huge difference. So he's got a very experienced team. He's got a physical team. He's got a team that I would question a little bit their three-point shooting, but they're still scoring 90 without making a lot of threes a game. So they know how to get it done, and Bill Self, obviously one of the best there is.
Right, I'm the big man guy over here, but Coach, you did a good job of explaining that. I really love KJ Adams' ability to offensive rebound, be able to score, be dynamic. But Hunter Dickinson he's one of the most skilled post players in college basketball right now. But I would like to see him maybe shoot one or two extra more threes this season and everything like that. But those guys are going to clean up everything this year. I feel like they have a chance to win it.
I don't think Kansas has the most talented roster and just pure basketball talent in the country. That might be Duke. It might be Kentucky, although Kentucky's very young. But I do think Kansas has got the best roster in college basketball in terms of if the goal is to win a national championship. They returned 3 starters from a team that was a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Then they grabbed the best transfer on the market in Hunter Dickinson. They've got one of the best run-your-team point guards in DeJuan Harris. McCullough defending on the wings, big guys or smaller guys. They check every box. Shooting, experience, and then the guy who is widely regarded as the best coach in college basketball, Bill Self, in charge of it. Winning that tournament at the end of this thing is very difficult. Single elimination, a lot of different stuff can happen, but that's the team that should win it.
No question. Late night tip-off there in Maui pits UCLA against 4th-ranked Marquette. So, Roy, we'll start with you. What do you expect out of this heavyweight showdown?
I look at this. What have you done? You're only as good as what you did last. Against Illinois, they had 8 players that played a majority of the minutes. Only 3 players actually scored in double figures. So I would like to see more assists on the night. Look, Iguodala had 13 points. Jones had 15. And obviously the former Kolek, the Big East Player of the Year, had 24 points. But they only had 7 assists on the night. If they want to go places this year, they need to keep that ball moving. And Iguodala, he's a point forward. I look at him almost like a Draymond Green type. Get that rebound, push it down the court, make things happen for other people, and get those assists up.
Well, Marquette only lost Omax Prosper from last year's team. Now, he was a really good player, and people forget, as Gary just said, they had the best year in the Big East, and UConn goes and wins the championship. I love also Iguodala. He reminds me a lot of you. He's a point center, a guy that can pass the ball, make his teammates better. He's not as big as Roy, but a guy who's a really good player, and he's kind of glue. And then you put Tyler Kolek in there also on top of it. Pretty good.
I love Marquette. I know what they are. They return most of the important pieces from a team that won the Big East regular season title and the Big East tournament, 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. They're going to be there all the way through the end of it. I'm eager to see UCLA because it's a Mick Cronin team. It's the Bruins. I assume they're good, but it's a lot of new pieces, a lot of international players. Can't wait to see them get their first big test of the season.
A loaded bracket in the Maui Invitational, no doubt about that. Second half of Colorado and Richmond is on the way next.
Thank you for watching AT&T at the Half.
These moves looking real nice in the future. Roll up on them and it look nice, look nice. Just go, let's go, like these moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Count the future.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley Guarantee.
Uncommon Goods scours the universe to find gifts you didn't know existed. Gifts that warm hearts and hands, let imaginations take flight, and always amaze and delight. Shop thoughtfully at uncommongoods.com.
Welcome back. to the Sunshine Slam, presented by Discount Tire. We're the world's most famous beach, Daytona Beach, as we get set for the start of the second half. And 18th ranked Colorado, a battle on its hand with Richmond leading 28-25. Mike O'Donnell, the first half stats. And tough shooting for Colorado compared to what they've been used to so far to this point in the season.
I think full credit goes to Richmond's defense, but it's countered with the fact that Richmond is essentially running down the shot clock almost every single possession, which has not enabled Colorado to get out and run in transition, which they've been so lethal to start this season. Colorado only has 3 fast break points in this game. Richmond's taking their time on offense, and they are really stout defensively, especially on the perimeter.
Making shots for Colorado, very, very difficult. Buffs having a little trouble from time to time finding their rhythm. We'll see if that holds true here in the second half, as the Spiders will start with it, trailing it by 3. The winner of this game will meet Florida State tomorrow afternoon. Championship game here at the Sunshine Slam. Terrific tournament. Once again, 3rd year of the Sunshine Slam here in Daytona Beach. Isaiah Bigelow picked up a couple of quick fouls there late in the first half, and he misses. Silva with the rebound. And the Spiders keep up this tough defensive pressure, making life difficult for the Buffs on this offensive end. Cody Williams, a floater, no good.
I think that's where you need to extend and attack the rim instead of floating that shot. That's something that I think will be on the film session for him individually.
King, his floater comes up short, but he sprints down there and gets his own rebound. Quinn with a backdoor cut. Colorado on their end defensively making those backdoor cuts that Richmond likes so much. Very tough.
Colorado is staying connected defensively. They know the backdoor cut is coming, so they're being a little bit physical on the initial step when Richmond first starts to cut, making those backdoor cuts just virtually non-existent.
Williams kicking it back outside to Silva. Simpson is open. Off the mark. That's the kind of look they want. What's the call? And it's going to stay with the Buffaloes. Minute and a half into the second half.
Back-to-back staggers.
Williams. Talented freshman, mammoth skills. It's kind of adjusting to the college game. But great family, great relationship with Coach Boyle going way back. Veteran players at Colorado very much have accepted Cody Williams, this talented freshman. King for 3, and that's an air ball. How about this inbounds play?
Set design play, watch Williams come off of a stagger screen, and he's usually players empty out, but you see Williams' eyes and hands. He says, I got an open spot right here. Easy pass for Simpson.
Williams, all Pac-12 preseason honorable mention. And a 5-star recruit. Up and under attempt by Simpson. Draws the contact.
One of the more underrated skill sets of any scoring point guard is the ability to understand when and how to draw fouls around the rim. Now, it's not like Simpson is small. He's not 6'2", but he's strong. But he initiates contact first before the defense gets there defensively. Almost always he'll be able to draw that foul.
That it all adds up to high basketball IQ. KJ Simpson from West Hills, California. .23 points in the big blowout win over Milwaukee. They beat Milwaukee 106-79. That Milwaukee team is going to be a force this year. That was a really impressive win for the Buffs.
Yeah, I think at worst, Milwaukee is the second best team in the Horizon League. They can absolutely win the Horizon this year.
Bigelow fighting his way inside, scoring the bucket as the defender fell down. Richmond not going to go away. Lead back down to 5. Eddie Lampkin Jr. They will give him that shot all night long. Williams lobbed to Lampkin, and how about the job by Neo Quinn to get that hand in there at just the last second to poke that away.
It's a good look at Bigelow, keeping his time, patience. He's had a couple of those not go in tonight. It's the first one that went in where he's really backing down his defender.
And whistle. Foul against Richmond. 2 against Neil Quinn.
What I do like about this Colorado team is, let's say, Simpson, Silva, and Williams just don't have it going at a high level right now. But they've been playing through Lampkin Jr. very effectively.
Simpson in traffic and again able somehow to draw the foul. And Isaiah Bigelow, if it's on him, he cannot believe it. And that is 3 on Bigelow.
It's another great example of Simpson just feeling his way into the defense. You see him initiate contact. He knows that contact is coming. He knows it's coming. He can either make that pass or try to go over top the defense. The ability to finish high.
How about those 3 defenders all converging on him? That is a sign of respect. KJ Simpson drawing a crowd. It's the first free throw. Simpson and De Silva. Well, 2 Pac-12 preseason all-first teamers. 2 free throws down. And the lead is 7 for the Buffaloes. Goes back out into the hands of Quinn, who finds a lane to the bucket.
How many 7-footers do you know that can stop at a dime and do a floater 4 feet from the rim?
Yep.
Not many.
Well, we've seen him do it a couple of times so far, and contact away from the ball between Simpson and Tyne. Neil Quinn.
Neil Quinn, one of the best passing centers in the country. You always have to respect his eyes. Averaging almost a little over 12 points a game. 5 assists at the center position. Awesome.
Coach Mooney said that he always plays up to his competition. Silva, the turnaround, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Colorado will keep it. Coach Mooney, incidentally, the 3rd longest tenure ever at a single school in A10 history, behind just John Chaney from Temple, Phil Martelli from St. Joe's. Each with 24 years, Mooney with 19. As the Spiders playing good defense, and they get it back again. Pass just behind his man, and Simpson tracks it down for the Buffs. Look at Simpson, and it's taken right away by Mikal Tyne. What a move by the talented freshman, and all the way, Bailey with the lay-in.
That was a really good job of Richmond of getting back in transition defense. Simpson was open, everybody sprinted back and matched up, but he's figured something out here. Simpson has figured out what to do offensively in one-on-one ISO situations.
And he leads all scorers now with 13. King. Versatile 7-footer Quinn looking to put it on the floor. 6 to shoot. Tyne. Oh, and a wild shot over Lampkin. Are you kidding me? Incredible three-pointer, and Richmond is within 2. And right back the other way, it's Tristan da Silva. 38-34 in this back and forth battle. The Spiders will not go away, making Tad Boyle and his team really work for this one. There's the steal. The Spiders keeping it close.
We believe in authentic stories. Share yours.
We buy and book online at discounttire.com, so we have more time to try a new gift exchange this holiday. Oh, thanks, sweetheart.
My turn.
Oh, cool.
Okay, like this?
Ooh, let's see what's in this one. Wow. I wonder who this one is from. Kyle, this has to be over the spending limit.
You'd be surprised how low our prices are. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Let's get you taken care of.
Ever just want to start over? Take a mulligan in life. With a smooth, clean shave, every day is a clean slate. So who cares if you put all your money in crypto and called your boss an idiot? Start fresh with Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
My store, my design business, were exploding. But my old internet was not letting me run the show. So we switched to Verizon Business Internet. They have business-grade internet nationwide.
Make the switch. It's your business. It's your Verizon.
ShipStation saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Pick an order, print everything you need, slap the label onto the box, and it's ready to go.
Our cost for shipping, we're cut in half, just like that.
Go to shipstation.com/TV and get 2 months free.
Peloton.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get it. Come on. I got you, baby. Come on.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Real brew tea with 5% alcohol. Keep it twisted.
It's never too soon for college hoops. It's the Emerald Coast Classic on CBS Sports Network.
Colorado leads it by 4. Let's take a look at the Barbasol close shave play of the game just before the half. Neil Quinn, the big fella, putting it on the floor and beating the buzzer for Richmond.
You look at the patience and the pace, the spin move. You got to remember, that's a 7-footer putting it on the deck, spinning, keeping his pivot foot coming back towards the paint, and then having the internal clock in his head to get the shot off in time.
Yeah. Not operate like a 7-footer. Really terrific ball handling. Under 14 and a half left to play. Spot the championship tomorrow. Hangs in the balance. Shot clock at 6. It's sneaking up on Richmond, tying with 2. Way off the mark. Buffs really played that well.
It was an excellent half-court defensive possession for Colorado. Everybody in the gap.
Oh, and rejected inside by Walls. Mike Walls. Silva gives to Hammond, who tried to go back to Da Silva and threw it away.
So Hammond's right in that pocket pass was open for Da Silva to short roll. However, Da Silva was open on the pick and pop, and Hammond's got to feel that. You got to know what your teammate wants to do. It always pains me to blame the passer, Tom. That was always get blamed all the time.
As a point guard, that three-pointer off the mark. That could have drawn the Spiders to within 1. Inside to Smith. All kinds of traffic in there, and he loses the handle. Gotta hand it to Coach Mooney's team. They are keeping this thing close. Get around, and Roach took his eye off the basketball. Call. It's going to be against Jason Roach. Frustration foul.
Well, Roach was just completely not expecting the pass at all. Looked like he caught in between, should I pop out, should I stay, or should I go back door? And that's part of that offense. If you don't know, everything can break, that can really break up that fluidity of that Princeton offense. It's about rhythm and timing.
Look at Silva, look at that move. And look at the right-handed floater.
Come on, man.
I mean, this kid from Munich, Germany, so talented. Jordan King on the take. Yes, sir. Jordan King with 14.
I love a good ball screen reject, especially when there's an empty side on ball side corner.
Come up on 12 minutes left.
You want to know what throw pace looks like?
Yeah.
Shot fake, dribble jumper. 6'8", just a little touch around the rim. Here's the ball screen reject. Empty ball side corner means the reject should happen at least 50% of the time. I love when guards reject ball screens. It's so hard to guard.
There goes to Silva again. Tapped up by O'Brien. That doesn't fall.
Harris did a nice job keeping that alive.
Yeah. Boy, de Silva, what a skill set. King, fadeaway, cuts it to 2, and this kid is on fire. Leads all scorers with 16.
That's called snaking the ball screen, and that was beautifully done by King. Does he fit this offense perfect or what?
He sure does. And Hammond off the glass. Who's going to come up with it? It goes out of bounds. I think they're going to give it to Richmond. And Richmond, when we come back, going to have a chance to tie or take the lead. Jordan King doing it all right now for the Spiders.
There was a family that played together and laughed together. But as they grew older, opinions widened, conversations became heated, and reunions became uncomfortable.
They thought they were meant for each other.
Eventually, gatherings stopped because each had to be right.
We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want them. Oh no.
When you buy 10 tickets on Vivid Seats, you get the 11th ticket free. I wonder what my 11th will be.
Trash!
Living rent-free in a hockey player's head?
Or maybe just make some noise!
What's your 11th?
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Discount Tire. Save time when you buy and book online. DiscountTire.com. And by Vivid Seats, the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying.
It's the Sunshine Slam in the second half. of our second game. Colorado, number 18 in the country. They moved up big time in the latest AP poll that came out this afternoon. From 25 all the way up to 18, the biggest mover of the week. They got their hands full right now with this Spiders club.
Richmond is playing fantastic half-court defense, and more importantly, they are really limiting Colorado's transition offense opportunities. They're taking good shots. Anytime you take good shots, that usually means your transition defense is going to be good because your players are in position to get back and match up appropriately.
Can the Spiders cash in, tie this game? They sure can. The 7-foot senior Neil Quinn, and we are all square at 40 apiece.
Look who's running the point for Colorado. That's 6'8" freshman Cody Williams.
Going the other way. And that one's going to be on De Silva, Mike. Second foul on De Silva. And the Richmond crowd behind the Spiders bench to its feet. Coming alive. Under 11 minutes left to play. Can the Spiders grab the lead on this trip? There goes Bailey, and they do! And the bench out of their seats. It's 42-40 Richmond. How will Colorado respond? Getting tested for the first time, De Silva. He's a good option to go to, I think.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm on the offensive end. It's three-level score. He's worried about his three. He's got the mid-range. He can get to the rim.
10 minutes left to play. It's 42 apiece. Bailey gets fouled before the shot.
This is Jai Bailey, 6'5" senior, getting downhill. That is a high degree of difficulty for Bailey. And Coach Mooney told me at practice yesterday he may have had the best summer of anyone on the team. He can play point. He had to play some last season. Just a Swiss Army knife for the Spiders.
It's good to see him healthy. He missed 8 games last year with a broken hand. Kid that originally committed to Wake Forest but switched upon the departure of Danny Manning. Good to have him in a Spiders uniform. I know Chris Mooney happy about that. King at the elbow, off the mark.
It's good contest by Simpson Jr.
All the way goes Simpson. Well defended. This Richmond team, you can feel their confidence growing as each second ticks away in this game. Quinn. I want to challenge Lampkin that time. 4 to shoot. Jordan King, defender in the air, a wild shot, and they're going to get Simpson for the foul. And that'll be 3 shots for Jordan King.
KJ Simpson is in total disbelief.
You be the judge.
Hard to tell from that angle. If something happened, it was Simpson hitting King's left arm.
Left arm, right.
But hard to tell from that angle.
King sold it well. He'll get 3, and he misses the first one. Any one of these will give the Spiders the lead back.
King's an over 90% free throw shooter. He was 54 of 60 in conference play last season.
It is dialed in.
So we've been talking about Jordan King's offense and what Richmond is doing now by taking the lead. But defensively, think about what they've done to Colorado. This is one of the best offensive teams in the country. Colorado has the 15th best adjusted offensive efficiency per KenPom, and they're #1 in the country in three-point shooting. They're only 2 of 7 from the three-point line. They've only been able to take 7 threes in this game. That's all Richmond's defense.
It's been incredible.
It's not like Colorado's not trying to find threes. There's been just suffocation around the three-point line by the Spiders defense.
They came into this game on fire from behind the arc in their first 3 games. Wins over Towson, Grambling State, and Milwaukee in that game against the good Milwaukee team. They were 13 of 20 from 3. Not the case tonight. Simpson, 1-1. And he gets the roll on the first one. One more to try to even this game back up at 44.
But for Colorado, when those threes come open, you cannot hesitate, because that is a huge fabric of who you are. You can't turn down shots that you normally make because you think it's not working in this game. You still have to play to your strengths.
Richmond with the ball and a 1-point lead. King, step back 3. Well off the mark. He almost got lucky. 8.5 to play. Down low to Javon Hadley. Simpson pulling the trigger. And just like you said, Mike O'Donnell, it's what you do. Keep firing. Simpson was listening. Colorado back on top. And poked away from behind. I think O'Brien, maybe it was Hadley who got a hand on it. All the way goes Cody Williams for the bucket. 5 unanswered points for the Buffaloes. Here's Tyne, harassed down there on the baseline. They swing it across, and a 3 goes on the other end by Jai Bailey. The Spiders answering right back. This team is tough. Simpson and Williams doing damage for the Buffaloes, but Richmond not to be denied. The Buffs, the 18th ranked team in the country, leads it by 1 with 7:28 left to play.
With Treadwell, you get the same expert advice you'd get inside a Discount Tire store. You tell it about your vehicle, driving habits, and location, and it matches you with the perfect tires in under 1 minute. Now, if I could only get an expert to help me with these lights.
Looking good, girl.
You mind your business, Rick. You believe this guy?
Get your best match in 1 minute or less with Treadwell.
Let's get you taken care of.
Cars will break down. And when they do, it's too late. If your car is out of warranty, it leaves you with 2 choices. Get stuck paying for expensive repairs, or one phone call to CarShield. Their administrators pay for your covered repairs so you don't have to. Your coverage includes roadside assistance, towing, rental, and so much more. Plus, with their nationwide network, you choose the mechanic or dealer. Best of all, there's coverage for every wallet size. Make the smart call before it's too late. Call CarShield today.
There's no Belichickery here.
When Sunday football isn't enough.
Dislike that take.
Great take.
That other pregame show will put you over the tops.
I'm all in. Let's go viral here.
Every Sunday, all the insight you need on CBS Sports Network.
And Mike, Colorado loves it when they can get out and run the floor.
9 out of 10 players in college basketball are taking a dribble, where KJ Simpson actually passes it here. They're taking a dribble, and if they would have taken a dribble, Tyne would have been able to be in better defensive position on Williams. But that is another example of the headiness and high IQ of KJ Simpson. He knew exactly where Cody Williams was going to be, didn't need a dribble. That play doesn't happen without Simpson's non-dribble right into a pass.
It's those little things that made that play happen. Williams cut off. Hadley in the paint. Dealing with Walls, and no big deal, says Hadley.
Hadley is the ultimate glue guy for Colorado. Just makes big plays when it's necessary. Does all the dirty work.
Yeah, Chad Boyle called him the quiet MVP of this team. Gritty, defensive stopper. Really epitomizes what this program is all about.
Williams has been guarding Jordan King a lot in the second half.
3 in the air. Hadley with the rebound and a quick trip for Richmond.
They've moved Simpson Jr. off of Jordan King because Simpson has 3 fouls.
Hadley, not this time. 3-point game coming up on 6 minutes to play.
With Lampkin Jr. on the bench for Colorado right now, feels like a good time to try to get something at the rim if you're Richmond.
Harris working it around at times. The shot clock ticks down under 8. Tyler Harris, it won't fall. And here comes Colorado. Simpson saying, ease it up just a little bit. Hammond off to Williams. Well defended by Walls underneath. Great individual efforts in this game. Simpson for Colorado with 17. King for Richmond with 18. Harris guarded by Hadley. Pump faking. In the lane with the left hand. Went back the other way with it. Just feel like this one's going to come right down to the end. Possibly the final possession. Simpson lost his defender. Gets the ball back and scores at the rack.
Is that one of those plays where you're just willing yourself and your team to get a bucket? I mean, but that's what leaders have to do.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy. Here's Tyne. Tyne takes it in. Fight for it. It goes out of bounds. No signal yet from the official. I think they're going to give it to the Spiders. We'll sort this out when we come back. Buffs lead it by 3 coming down the stretch.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more. 800-728-7119.
At Domino's, we know life doesn't always go as planned, which is why we're giving you a free pizza.
Enjoy.
Thanks. An emergency pizza to use when you need it most. Here you go.
Thank you.
No matter the reason, Domino's has you covered.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Get your emergency pizza to use in the future when you order Domino's online.
These moves looking real nice in the future. Roll up on them and it look nice, look nice. These moves looking real nice in the future. Let's go, like. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Here comes the future.
18th ranked team in the country with its hands full against the Richmond Spiders out of the A-10. The Colorado Buffaloes on top 52-49. How about these individual efforts? KJ Simpson, 6 of 11 from the field. Jordan King, 6 of 12. They have been spectacular, both of them in their own right.
And nothing has come easy for Simpson, and nothing's come easy for King. But the thing that you have to understand about both these players, you know the ball is going to be in their hands in late game situations. Both are elite free throw shooters.
That's going to be a big factor in the next few minutes. 8 on the shot clock. Quinn. King has it. Tough shot, and he knocks it down.
Over Lampkin. Wow. What a shot.
A long 2 to draw the Spiders to within 1. King with 20. He is a prime time performer, this kid. Jordan King over Lampkin. Another look. A thing of beauty. Buries it. 1-point game.
It's never too soon for college hoops. Don't miss the Cancun Challenge on CBS Sports Network.
Build the pool yourself. What could go wrong?
Some things are better left to a professional,
It dried so fast.
like when it comes to finding financial advisors. So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match Quiz now at smartasset.com.
Terrific.
When it comes to gifts, they say it's the thought that counts. Sure, but only if those thoughts are utterly unexpected. Uncommon Goods takes your thoughtful thoughts and turns them into brilliant ideas. A magic light. Oh, how about an entire light show? A love potion, a fireside chat, a fantastic voyage, a walk on the wild side. Oh, you get the idea. The brilliant one. Bring us your thoughts, and we'll help make them brilliant gifts. Visit uncommongoods.com, where we're all out of the ordinary.
Get customizable furniture at joybird.com that complements your art, your green thumb, or just you. Save up to 45% off select bestsellers. Shop an unparalleled selection at joybird.com.
Guys, listen up. Want to try the strongest FDA-approved ED meds available? If appropriate, get maximum strength generic Viagra prescribed online at 95% off. Just $2 per tablet at rexmd.com.
This Richmond Spiders team, as we go into their huddle, they have put themselves in position to win this game, Mike O'Donnell. 52-51 with 3:51 left.
Richmond's defense has been terrific all night long. Simpson just started to get going in the second half. The first half was a little back and forth, unorthodox for him in the first half, but he's certainly found his rhythm here in the second half.
He's 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and that's where he is right now. Make it 6 of 7. And he joins King with 20 points.
He's got 20 points, but 18 out of the 20 of those points have been just an absolute fight to get to.
He's had to work every step of the way. 21 as he makes them both. Lead back up to 3 for Colorado.
Right now, it just feels like KJ Simpson versus Jordan King, and I'm here for it.
Terrific battle. Here's King. Is it his turn again to do something fantastic?
It was a good job by the freshman Cody Williams getting back into defensive position.
And poked away from Quinn.
That was Simpson.
Of course it was. Simpson doing everything on both ends of the floor. To the top. De Silva wouldn't go down, but Hadley draws the foul on the rebound, and it's going to be against Neil Quinn. It'll be his third against him.
I love what I saw from the freshman sensation, Cody Williams, on those back-to-back possessions. I thought it was great defense guarding Jordan King, getting back into position. And then they ran an ISO for him at the top of the key. He drove, kicked back out for an open 3 look.
And Hadley makes both. The lead back to 5 for the Buffs. 3 minutes to play. Richmond keeps finding a way to come back in this game, and they do it again. Tell time, 10 on the shot clock. Four to shoot. Bailey underneath against Lampkin, up and under a clutch bucket by Shy Bailey.
What are we seeing in this game? This is just awesome.
Incredible. Williams shook his defender, can't knock down the shot, and the Spiders could tie with a 3. They're only 3 of 16 from long range. Plenty of time. King thought about it. Quinn has it. Bailey against Lampkin again. 7 to shoot. And he stepped on the end line. Boy, that is a tough break for the Spiders as he was trying to go past Lampkin under there. CBS Sports recognizes Native American Heritage Month, a time to honor the culture, traditions, and achievements of the nation's original citizens. And Williams is going to get across the timeline and call timeout for Colorado. Want to set up a good play for this big possession. Stay with us.
You prepare for the unexpected. So do we. Our workwear is built with durable water-resistant technology, so moisture, dirt, and grease don't stick around. We offer unsurpassed comfort and mobility, so you can be as versatile as our specialty performance fabrics. Our integrated workwear systems mean a sudden change in the weather doesn't change a thing. And we're meticulous, down to our intelligent pocket design, so you can work smart. True work.
Could not ask for much more out of our second semifinal tonight. Mike O'Donnell, the Colorado Buffaloes, 18th ranked in the country, trying to hang on and stay perfect on the season. They're 3-0. Richmond might have something to say about that. A 3-point game.
Richmond's defense has been spectacular, especially guarding the perimeter. Buffalo's only 3 for 10 from 3. They're the best 3-point shooting team in the country. Open 3-point looks have been virtually impossible to come by, but a sign of a really good team is how can you score and get buckets when your best threat is not working.
Mr. Silva outside. Williams had it poked away. King.
Saved by Williams.
Tell you what.
How did he save that?
Don't know. It's right up near midcourt. Minute and a half left. Inside the De Silva wall, a dish from Lampkin. 5-point lead for the Buffaloes. And King for 3. And the rebound taken by Colorado. They have the ball and a 5-point lead with 1:03 left. Simpson draws the foul. Have a look at that last play, Mike.
Coach Mooney did not want to foul on that possession, but that's Lampkin just throwing an absolute dime to De Silva. It was funny, yesterday in practice, Lampkin was screaming out, "I'm the best passer in the country." He kept saying it over and over again.
It's a 6-point game. Coming up next, Get in-depth highlights and analysis of the latest hoops action as we go coast to coast on Inside College Basketball right here on CBS Sports Network. 2 big free throws for Simpson. It's a 3-possession game as we hit the 1-minute mark. King outside, Tyne. It is saved by Quinn. Another
it's
chance.
3-point shot time. You gotta get one up.
And King's gonna take it off the mark. And a fight down in the corner for it. It goes out of bounds, last touched by the Spiders. And Colorado can start to feel it now.
So it won't show up in the stat sheet, but the star freshman, Cody Williams, has made so many great winning plays. Hockey assists. Defensively, he's had to guard King for the majority of the second half because Simpson's been in foul trouble.
How about this?
Winning plays.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's just smart. It's just smart stuff from the freshman. Everybody's going to talk about his talent, what he can do offensively. Yes, he's going to be a great defender, and he is a really good defender, but there's intangibles here. As he gets that ball out of his hands right before that left foot hits the ground.
Yep.
Ball is out, puts down just in the nick of time. Man, that's good stuff.
Terrific stuff.
Good job by the camera crew as well.
Hats off to our crew. Been terrific here for our 2 spectacular semifinals. Florida State over UNLV a little earlier. How about this one, Colorado and Richmond?
Yeah, going back to Cody Williams, he's got 6 points, 2 rebounds. But we've seen him, we've talked about it, and he's made 3, 4, 5 plays here tonight where it's just winning plays of no ego. And that's what Coach Boyles talked about Cody Williams all day yesterday. He goes, look, this kid's incredible. His parents are fantastic. It was one of the best recruiting experiences I've ever had to deal with. And Cody Williams just gets it. He's about winning. He doesn't care about his stats. He goes, in fact, I think I'd like him to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end.
I think he'll learn to be. He's got so many offensive weapons for the Buffaloes right now. They are looking at that last play, but they did award it to Colorado.
But they're also looking to see how much time they need to put on the clock as well. Not just about possession. We got to check it. Get the time right. They added back 35.6 seconds.
Okay, so Buffs have the basketball. And it's Williams down there to inbound. Fires it into Simpson. Now to Silva. They got a foul quickly. Bailey. It'll be actually Tyne who delivers the foul. Richmond may be seeing the lights going out right now. They're going to be back in the state of Florida on December the 9th. They'll take on the Florida Gators in the Orange Bowl Classic. Chris Mooney's gutty crew. What a team. Silva knocks it down.
Sign of really, really good teams and teams that are built for March are, can you win tough, gritty games when you don't shoot the ball well? And it's exactly what Colorado did in this game. They took some haymakers from Richmond. In particular, Jordan King was fantastic, but they found ways to win.
Up top, Bigelow, got to launch it, and he hits it. Makes it a 6-point game. Quick timeout for Coach Mooney with 18.8. And let's look at the player of the game, brought to you by Discount Tire. King was tremendous for Richmond, but KJ Simpson with 23 points, 6 of 11 shooting for Colorado.
And that might have been the only easy shot he got all game long. And what he did exceptionally well was attacking the rim to get to the free throw line and drawing fouls. He was 9 of 10 from the free throw line tonight. and he didn't get as many open looks as he normally got in those first 3 games, but you've got a huge target on your back now. I mean, you're the guy for Colorado. And his patience and pace and poise in drawing contact, getting to the free throw line. There was a time where it looked like Richmond was getting ready to go on a big run, and Simpson seemed to stop it almost every time by getting to the free throw line.
Slow it down. Shot clock, of course, is off with 12.1 to play in a 6-point game. That is 5 on Kel Tyne. A talented freshman for the Spiders team. From Toronto, represented Canada in the FIBA Under-18 Americas Championship.
Tom, what did you say that Richmond was picked in the preseason poll for the Atlantic 10?
I think it was 11th. Incredible. Does this look like that team?
Not even close.
Preseason poll.
There's no way that Richmond finishes 11th in the Atlantic 10 this season.
Preseason polls, grain of salt. Atley makes both. Colorado will take a 2-1 lead in the all-time series between these two. 7.4 left to play. Richmond fans hanging in there with their Spiders. Blocking foul going against Hadley. Chris Mooney. He's got a good team up and down that bench. He's got a heck of a guard in Jordan King. And Bailey, that shot off the rim. And a shot at the buzzer, it'll count from who else? Jordan King, who will, with that 3, finish with 23 points. But your final score is Colorado 64 and Richmond 59. A hard-fought battle. Hats off to the Spiders, but it's the 18th-ranked Buffaloes that advance on to the championship game tomorrow here at the Sunshine Slam, presented by Discount Tire. And Mike O'Donnell, take a look at the brackets. The Seminoles, an 8-point win earlier today over UNLV. This ought to be quite the showdown. The Seminoles and the Buffaloes. We'll have it for you live, 4 o'clock tomorrow on CBS Sports Network.
Florida State did a fantastic job of guarding UNLV's 3-point shooting. You know that Colorado's going to want to find ways to manufacture more 3-point shots than they did today.
So for Mike O'Donnell and our entire crew, I'm Tom James. Let's head to New York and join the guys in the studio for Inside College Basketball. So long from Daytona Beach.